Morgan Freeman, a man whose voice has echoed across decades of Hollywood films, from portraying God to unforgettable historical figures, has always been known for his powerful conversations. But when he appeared on The View, viewers got more than just a friendly chat about his latest Netflix project, Life on Our Planet. Instead, they witnessed a masterclass in truth-telling that left the hosts scrambling, for the segment began like any other. Applause, smiles, Whoopi Goldberg warmly introducing Morgan Freeman to the stage. But as soon as the conversation shifted to Freeman's documentary about the Black Battalions in World War II, the 761st Tank Battalion, things took a serious turn to a clip of Sunny Hostin bringing up the documentary. Sunny Hostin tried to steer the conversation with prepared talking points, but Freeman, ever the iconoclast, wasn't having it. He calmly corrected Hostin on some inaccuracies about the documentary and launched into a profound discussion on the larger issue, representation in Hollywood. Cut to clips of Freeman discussing the lack of black representation in old Hollywood film. Show many times did I see black people in movies, and if I did, what were they doing? Servants, always servants. Freeman's words hit hard. The audience chuckled nervously, but Freeman wasn't done. When Whoopi Goldberg tried to counter, suggesting that these portrayals were simply reflecting historical realities, Freeman politely but firmly disagreed. Morgan, it shouldn't have been that way. Sure, people struggled, but there were also stories of success and stability. Why don't we ever see those? Cut to a stunned Whoopi Goldberg trying to respond, but visibly taken aback. In that moment, Freeman wasn't just telling the truth. He was holding up a mirror to Hollywood and society's uncomfortable relationship with race and history. His words were sharp, thoughtful, and uncut to a moment where the producers signaled Whoopi to wrap it up. But just as the conversation was gaining momentum, something strange happened. The producers signaled to Whoopi Goldberg to wrap things up. And just like that, Freeman's segment was cut short, leaving viewers stunned and confused. Cut to a clip of Morgan Freeman calmly acknowledging the time. Conste had a question, but I guess we ran out. Was it really just time running out, or was it something more? Fans quickly took to social media, venting their frustrations. One tweeted, "Morgan Freeman gets rushed off while the hosts ramble for hours. Total disrespect to a legend." Another wrote, "The View producers panicked the moment Freeman started speaking truth." Morgan Freeman's unapologetic honesty. Cut to clips of Freeman in past interviews discussing race, inequality, and climate change. This wasn't the first time Morgan Freeman has tackled sensitive topics with unapologetic honesty. Whether it's race, wealth inequality, or climate change, Freeman has always stood firm in his beliefs, even when it ruffles feathers. His unflinching approach is a reminder that real change often comes from uncomfortable conversations, and that truth isn't always easy to hear.
How history is often depicted. The tension on set was unmistakable. Just as the conversation was gaining momentum, the producers signaled Goldberg to wrap it up. The abrupt end left viewers stunned.
I had a question, but we run out of time. Listen, this is extraordinary this time.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. I movie buff from early childhood. I saw my first movie when I was like 6 years old. It was King Kong.
It's not her fault, it's the period. It's upsetting to watch. Tell you the
Well,
truth.
it shouldn't be that way
It
because somebody did make money.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And now that's the time. Now look at today, things, we were always in flux,
Yeah.
always.
So we've always been here.
There were servants. They were always, I
Yeah.
know, it's appalling.
I can give you the
If you
name.
watch old movies, Betty Davis.
On the planet is in a little bit of trouble, and we're the cause of it.
Right.
There have been, if I remember correctly, 6 extinction level events on the planet.
And many took to social media to vent their frustrations. One fan tweeted, "Morgan Freeman gets rushed off while the hosts ramble for hours. Total disrespect to a legend." Another wrote, "The View producers panicked the moment Freeman started speaking truth. Why bring him on if you can't handle what he has to say?" This wasn't the first time Morgan Freeman had taken on sensitive topics with unflinching honesty. Whether it's race, wealth inequality, or climate change, Freeman has always stood firm in his beliefs. Even when it ruffles feathers, his unapologetic approach is a reminder that real change comes from uncomfortable conversations, and that truth isn't always easy to hear. So, what do you think? Was The View justified in cutting Freeman's time short? Or were they simply unprepared for his honesty? Drop your thoughts in the comments below.